Hey guys, Zach from Say With Zach here. All the hockey action is over, so you know what that means. Review time. Forgot. What's that? Turn a little bit more light, get a little bit more lighting. Anyways, hockey's action is over, so let's do the review for the NHL, American Hockey League, all that fun stuff. This video is for the NHL. 2 games on today. Fun games, good times watching. First game, if you can't tell, sorry, I was going to mention this. We're in my World Cup of Hockey Championship hat. I don't wear that often since I don't have a hat for, one of the other 3 teams of the 4 that played. Well, I mean, I guess I have a Red Wings hat, but don't really want to wear that. Wear a hat that I haven't worn in a while. I went with that instead because I don't have a Colorado hat. Anyways, Colorado, Detroit. That was the first game. 6-3 was your final for Colorado. For a while there, it looked like Detroit might have a shot here, and then it's kind of what Detroit does. It's lately they've been kind of giving their fans a slight hope that, hey, maybe this team's starting to put some stuff together. No, they're not. A couple pieces are on hold. No. Anyways, the scoring plays. Bertuzzi scores his 17th of the season at 2:28 of the first from Larkin. So again, Bertuzzi and Larkin, 2 good foundation blocks for this team, do score and put them up early. 1-0 for the Detroit Red Wings, and it was at that point after the first, like, okay, Detroit, Howard's playing decent, you'd think. They're up 1-0, going into the second. Let's see what they can do. I didn't feel like, okay, they had this game locked down. Obviously only 1 goal against Colorado, but hey, 1-0 is still not bad going into the second period. That was short-lived, with Kadri scoring his 16th at 1:02 of the second from Makar and Rantanen. So, Nazem Kadri, first of his big night. Should I say day, I guess. It was a day game, but still. Yeah, so Kadri scores 1:02 of the second, and then McKinnon scores his 29th at 2:56 of the second from Makar and Rantanen. So Makar and Rantanen, both the 2 assists. It is now 2-1 for Colorado. Very shortly into the second period, it was a really quick market adjustment there, where the Red Wings are winning. No, that's not how that's supposed to go. So Colorado fixed that right quick. The Nazem Kadri scores his 17th going into the third period now. 4:19 of the third period from Burakovsky and Zadorov. So Kadri now with the second goal of the night, going up 3-1 on the Detroit Red Wings. Now it's starting to look like the proper game, where the Colorado Avalanche, who are fighting for pulling closer and closer to the first place in the division, are playing against the worst team in the league. Worst team in both leagues, actually. But, yeah. So then Nieto scores the 7th at 5:12 of the third period from Jostin Graves. So again, the Avalanche like scoring apparently a minute apart, less than a minute apart or so. So yeah, they score again within a minute of each other to make it 4-1. Again, at that point, now you're like, yes, the Colorado Avalanche have this game. But then Larkin scores his 13th at 7:02 of the third from Bertuzzi and Zadina. So Zadina gets another point, which is good to see. When he gets points, it's good. Bertuzzi, good to see him get another point, and Larkin gets another point. So again, Larkin with 2 points, Bertuzzi with 2 points, and Zadina has a point. So that's good. Even though they're down 4-2, they're making it a close game. 4-2 is not bad. And then Graves scores shortly after that. He scores his 8th at 13:59 the third from Burakovsky and Kadri. So Nazem Kadri, 2 goals, 1 assist at this point. So he's had a really big good game. He's kind of single-handedly taking out the Red Wings here. So yeah, now you're at 5-2. Again, back up to the point where, yeah, the Red Wings aren't coming back from this. They're not scoring that many goals to come back. But then as you start to think that, Javante Smith, with his 2nd of the year, scores a 17:57 of the third from Fabry and Larkin. So Larkin, 2 with a goal and 2 assists. Pretty big game for Larkin as well. He's starting to pick it up in the second half, making it 3-5 at that point. So again, you're thinking they're down 2 goals. It's late in the second, or late in the third. You don't think they're going to come back, but you know they're making these games close. That's nice. And then McKinnon scores empty net at his 30th of the season in 19 minutes into the third period from Cole and Zadorov to make it your final 6-3. So again, the Red Wings, do get some goals, do punch a few holes in that defense and the goaltending for Colorado, but again, that's exactly what we expected. Colorado winning, beating Detroit the way it should be. But it's nice to see Detroit getting a few goals, maybe getting some goal-scoring depth coming in finally. They mainly need to work on their goaltending defense. Howard fell apart in that third period. Not all Howard, but he did still had in 6 goals. Their defense isn't there. This Wings team needs defense badly. That's why I justify why they went and got Sider in the draft this year. A lot of people didn't like that. They don't need scoring depth right now. They need defense. They need defense, 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 and a goaltender. That's what Detroit needs right now. They are allowing 5 to 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 goals. It's ridiculous. They can't defend to save their lives. And when you're scoring next to nothing, 1, 2 goals a game, it doesn't matter if you can score 3, 4. You get another forward who can score, it doesn't matter. If you can't stop the puck like this, you're not going to win. So anyways, that's my little rant for the Red Wings. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I'm going to do this right now. Sorry. Bam. Yeah. So anyways, that's my rant. Anyways, 3 stars of the game were Kadri, Makar, and Rantanen for Colorado, obviously. You maybe could make a point for Larkin, but most of the time Red Wing players don't make 3 stars of the game lately. Shots on goal are 46 to 25, so that's another thing. Detroit only gets 25 shots on net. That's not going to be good enough. When you need to get 7 goals to win, the chances are very slim you're going to get 7 goals on 25 shots, at least with this team. Francouz is your goalie for Colorado. Howard is your goalie for Detroit, so just so you had an idea of who was in net. And yeah, that is your first game of the day. On to the second one, the Florida Panthers and the Minnesota Wild. This was a wild one, no pun intended, but the Florida Panthers do come back and they do an amazing job at showing that they are very resilient and one of the hotter teams right now. They are starting to heat up. Look out, Toronto and Tampa right now. So anyways, scoring place. Yandel scores his 5th at 4:01 of the first from Hoffman and Vetrano. Then Spurgeon scores to tie it, his 5th of the year, at 19:43 of the first from Stahl and Suter. So 1-1 going into the end of the first. Not bad. Stahl gets a point, Suter gets a point, Hoffman gets some points. All the way around, you got some good goals. Yandel gets one, which is good to see their defense picking up for Florida. Good all the way around. In the second, Barkov scores his 16th of the year at 7:28 from Brown and Yandel. So Yandel now with a goal and assist in this game. And I'm not sure how he doesn't end up as a star of the game. But anyways, that's 2-1 now for Florida. Then Kunin scores his 11th for Minnesota at 10:59 of the second from Eriksson Ek and Brodin. So, again, this is kind of the story of this game. Every time a team took the lead, the other team came back and tied it. It was nobody held the lead for very long in this game. So, again, it's tied at this point going into the third period. Daganov scores his 22nd at 2:02 of the third from Yandel and Barkov. So, Yandel now with a goal and 2 assists in this game. And he wouldn't be done yet. To make it 3-2 at this point. But again, Parise scores in his 19th at 4:19 of the third from Spurgeon and Suter. So again, Spurgeon with a goal and assist, Suter with 2 assists, and within a couple minutes, the Minnesota Wild tied back up 3-3. And then, because Florida had pretty much good control of this game at this point, Kunin scores his 12th at 7:06 with his second of the game, 12th of the year, in the third from Eriksson Ek and Foligno. So Minnesota takes the lead for the first time. It's starting to look like, okay, Minnesota might take this one. That's not looking good for Florida. There was some tripping in the bench. The Florida Panther players were not happy. Got some audio showing them cursing and stuff. Yeah. They were not happy on Florida. They knew they need to win this game. This was a big game with a lot of teams off right now. This is their chance before their bye week to start getting some points up on these teams that they're going to have playing when they're on their off week. So anyways, with that said, Thorchuk scores his 7th at 15:52 of the third from Strawman and Yandel. So Yandel, 3 assists, 1 goal, and still isn't a star of the night. I would have thought, why not? But yeah, it was again very much noticeable. It was very noticeable that the Florida Panthers knew they needed this win. They needed these points, and then that makes it 4-4. And then in the last 6 seconds of the game, Noah Chari scores his 18th at 19:54 of the third from Ekblad and Pesce to make it 5-4. So Florida wins it 5-4 in the last few dying seconds of the period, staving off the Minnesota Wild from getting any points, which sucks for Minnesota. They need those points, and gaining up 2 points on the Toronto Maple Leafs. So your 3 stars of the game, Achari, Kunin, and Spurgeon. Again, I would have put Keith Yandel in there with his goal and 3 assists. That's 4 points on 5 goals. So yeah, I think he should have got a star, but whatever. I'm not gonna. Again, you can't really make even the argument that, oh well, you have to make sure both teams are represented because it wasn't happening in this game. Larkin could have gotten one then if that was the case, but whatever. Whoever picks the stars picks the stars. Shots on goal 25-33. So opposite of the Red Wings also got 25 shots, and I said they aren't going to get that many goals with that. the Red Wings roster they have right now, no, they are not going to score. The Florida Panthers roster has a lot of deadly players on that team. The Huberdeau, you got Hoffman, Dagnov, Nola Chari's been doing awesome. He's almost at 20. Barkov, you got players who can score and are in 20. Looking at they're going to hit 30, 40 goals easy this year. Yes, 25 shots, you probably do okay with getting 5-6 goals with that. Red Wings are not doing that. So shots on goal are 25-33 in favor of Minnesota, but Florida wins. Your goaltenders are Bobrovsky and Stalock. Those are your goalies. And still a side note, the Florida Panthers apparently have not won in Minnesota since 2010. So a lot of those players I just mentioned that have been playing for Florida for a while have not actually won a game in Minnesota ever in their career. So this is the first one, which to me shows some growth and maybe a little bit of a hint at this team is different from past Florida teams. This team is doing something that other Florida teams haven't done. And they could honestly push. They can push for top in the division at this point. Yes, they're 9 points back of the Boston Bruins, but still 9 points isn't too bad. If you get hot and if Boston misses a few games, you could do it. Anyways, those are your 2 games for the NHL this week. A little bit more of a discussion with these games since I only had 2 of them. So anyways, not much in the standings change, obviously, within 2 games. Florida does get 2 points up on Toronto. That's a big deal. And then Colorado does pull within 6 of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Blues, I had one of the words right. So they're 6 points behind the Blues, and they pull 4 points ahead of the Dallas Stars. So that's a good thing right there. They're still solidifying that second position in the division, which is something they want to do. Again, the Red Wings are dead last. That's not going to change even if they would have won. And then again, Minnesota with only 50 points. They would have won this tonight. They would have gone up to 52 points, only been 5 points back playoff spot. With this loss, they're still 7 points back. That hurts. With another game decided and done with, and behind them, that's one less game of the chance of getting those 7 points, if not more soon, to catch the playoffs. So anyways, that is your scores and updated standings after Monday, January 20th games. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, there's a lot of games on tomorrow, but we are winding down to the All-Star break and the bye weeks. So a lot of teams are on the bye weeks, so you're going to see a lot of the same teams playing this week. Then Thursday's the last day before the All-Star break, and then more games after that with the other half of the league off. So you're going to have a little bit of a choppy break. So I will be doing the reviews the whole way through with some other content involved too. Hockey card box openings, probably do some more Funko Pop stuff. Fun stuff like that. We are going to be going to same state, different city, Cleveland this weekend for the Monsters game. So I will try and get the arena review up for that, and for Little Caesars. That will probably post it tonight if you guys are watching this. The Little Caesars arena review hopefully will be up there, and I'm hoping it turns out okay. I have a picture in my head. I have the video. Let's see how it works. Anyways, if you like the content, give us a like and subscribe. So this is Zach from Say with Zach, and I will talk to you guys again soon.